Caroline, we're here as part of the Ask How I Feel campaign, and we're going to talk today about your experiences, I think, as a patient advocate and somebody that has lived experience. I'm really keen to listen to your story.
Yeah, psoriasis is not just a physical disease, even though it does cover a lot of your body and it's very, very visible to the public, but it's a huge impact psychologically. I'm just going to talk about my journey today with what I've lived with psoriasis for 50 years.
What would be really helpful for me is to maybe take in an understanding from the very start.
Yeah, started getting thick scaly scalp. My mother didn't know, we thought it was dandruff. We went to a GP.
And you were
9.
9, isn't that right? Yeah.
Just very overnight nearly it came. We were told this word psoriasis, and the doctor took down pictures, medical dictionaries, and showed me horrendous pictures of psoriasis. And then I worried so much about it within a few weeks that it spread down to my forehead, and off it went.
A 9-year-old is in the power of their family, as it were. But as you were getting older, what was the impact when you were a teenager, we'll say?
I mean, teenage years are stressful enough, but I think I just look in the mirror and think, why me? What is it? It took me many, many years to learn that psoriasis is your skin is just multiplying. I didn't understand that. Maybe if I'd been told that at a younger age, it would have made more sense, but I just went through my teenage years like a normal teenager, but just covered up, wore long sleeves all the time, long trousers, didn't get involved with sports, things like that. Just sort of hid it from everybody and from myself.
One of the things I want to understand a little bit is at 18 then you went to see your first dermatology appointments. Did you have any further understanding then?
No. They just kept saying psoriasis. There was nowhere to read anything, or I never got a booklet, or I never got a leaflet, and there was no internet. I think I was certainly 30, so it's the first time I ever read anything about it properly and started to get an understanding then. And
did it impact on the way you formed relationships or, friendships, relationships?
Most of my friends were very supportive. There was only one ever girl at school, so called me Scabby Face, I think, or something. But generally my friends were quite good, and I met my husband to be very young. It wasn't an issue for him and me. Whereas I see people nowadays and it's very difficult. Some people don't want to meet somebody, or they hide it, or they don't want to be intimate with anybody. But I just lucky I got on with my life and had children, and off I went in ignorance about it all until I was really in, I think, late 20s, hospitalised again, and I lived in Holland. And on the first hospitalisation, I think they said that I was a very sick, ill woman. My temperature was very high, and they used to let me in and out every day, but they wouldn't let me go home because it was ectodermic. And one male nurse came in and said to me, "You were a very sick lady." And I got really annoyed. I was saying, "What's he talking about? It's just a skin disease. I don't know what he's on about." But then I realised my temperature, was high. I was seriously ill.
Sure.
And I think I got very, very depressed. It really hit me then, and I got annoyed at myself for letting it get to this stage. And I knew then I had to start doing something different, or looking at it differently. Or
your old model of just getting on with it was sort of running into problems, it sounds like.
Absolutely. I knew I couldn't do what I was doing anymore.
Okay.
That something had to change.
But I'd really like to emphasise maybe there's new treatments and hope. Hope is a particularly important thing to raise in the context of psoriasis and modern treatments for psoriasis.
Yes, definitely, because when I moved back from Holland to Kilkenny, I felt totally isolated. But I think what was my lifesaver was my dermatologist. I said to him, at this stage I had psoriasis 30 years, and I was saying, what's the point? And I've done everything, it keeps coming back, and I was totally dejected and without hope, I suppose. And he said, "Look, if this doesn't work, we'll try something else and we'll keep going." And I think it was the first time, it was like a lifeline or something, that I felt after 30 years of psoriasis that someone was listening to me and on my side, I think that was a huge change in my thinking.
And what I hear there is a clinician who listened to how you feel and was able to insert not just a piece about cream or medication, but also inserted the whole area of hope. When was that? How many years ago was that?
17 years.
So it's almost like your condition in a way, like the first 50% of it was a real struggle, and then for the last 17 years, it sounds like you're in a different place. Is that Fair to say.
Certainly. It took slowly when I got on the new treatment. I kept thinking, will it come out again? And the usual worry. And it cleared it mostly. And last year I went on a different treatment, and I'm completely clear. And I feel like someone clear of cancer or in remission. Or I got my ears pierced for the first time in my life. I bought a swimming togs this summer. I walked into the swimming pool like a normal person.
Wow.
At nearly 60 years of age. I feel so different. I don't swim. I never learned to swim because of my psoriasis, but I was just able to walk around the pool, and I was like on cloud nine. I felt so different because I felt normal like everybody else.
So you're going to learn to swim?
No.
Why?
Not at this stage.